What's up, YouTube? Marvin 4 here with Great American Survival, and today I'm telling you all about my Sterno Inferno camp cook set. Now, if you're anything like me, fall weather means hitting the trail, spending time with our friends and families, and just hitting time around the campfire. Well, this right here is an extremely lightweight camp cook set I've been nothing but impressed with. I've been using it since the beginning of the summer. I hope you'll stick with us. I'll tell you all about it. Well, let's start with what do you get when you buy this kit? Hold on. The whole kit weighs in at mine weighed in about 9.6 ounces. And what you get when you buy it is a heat-resistant plastic lid. I'll get to this in a minute because that is probably the only negative I've had with this cook set. You get an aluminum base with detachable base and folding legs. The base of this is really cool because of the way it's set up, your Sterno cans, and it's designed to hold two of the 7-ounce cans of Sterno heat. Now, the good thing about that adds up to about 4.5 hours of cook time. That's what your heat will last for. The 2 full cans, that's what you're going to get out of 2 cans, is about 4.5 hours. That's a lot of time. It does take about it took 7 minutes and 20 seconds to bring 2 cups, 16 ounces of water to a rolling boil. The water started off at just below 70 degrees, probably 68, 70 degrees, somewhere in that area. And that's what we started at. When you started off, the cans, these are the 7-ounce cans, or 6.7 ounce cans, and they weigh 8.1 ounces before use, 230 grams. And after boiling 2 cups of water, it went down to 7.6 ounces, which is 215 grams. You're talking about 15 grams of fuel is all it took to boil 2 cups of water. That's pretty impressive. I like that. That's pretty conservative. Yes, the fuel is a little heavy, but that's still pretty good. The base itself has 2 things. Well, I also forgot to mention that. You get the 16-ounce cook pot, anodized aluminum, and you get a fire snuffer for your fuel. It puts out your fuel and snuffs out the flames. We'll get to that too in a minute. Back to the base. Base is red anodized aluminum. As it does, it's listed for the morons amongst us that don't understand that stuff gets hot when you cook in it. It says to use your snuffer flame to go through here to put it out, which I like. I like the fact that it is designed for you to feed this through and without having to take your pot of water off. That's impressive. It also has on the other side, if your pot is on here, it has a little flame hole for you to stick a match through to light your flame, whether you're using Sterno or an alcohol stove. That's impressive also. I really like that. Now let's skip over to the pot. The 16-ounce cook pot. I really like this because if you look on the inside, you have 8, 12, and 16-ounce graduation marks, and you have 1, 2, and 300 milliliter graduation marks. Very nice. Makes it very easy to use. The pot itself does have a fully functional heat sink, which makes it very usable, very easy to use. Makes it where when you're using something that's very low heat, like the canned Sterno, that it takes advantage of as much of it as possible. You have 2 folding handles that are on the side that are coated with heat-resistant plastic. I have had these really hot and have had no issues with them melting or anything along those lines. It's a nice setup. I really like the cup. The cup, I will say, do not attempt to boil more than 16 ounces. 16 ounces, if you aren't paying attention and you bring it to a rolling boil, it will boil over. 16 ounces is the most you want to boil in this pot, okay? But it works great for that. The way this whole thing's set up, it is very wind resistant. I haven't had a situation where mine has blown out, either the Sterno or my alcohol stove. They have both worked incredible. This is a great setup. I like the fact, the way it's set up, how it all nests together. I stick mine in a little nylon stuff sack like this that we made. It works great. I stick my little ShamWow in a small scrubber, even though I do not eat food out of this pot. It's just for water. I just use it to boil water. I don't have to worry about cleaning it. I have other things I use to eat out of. Most of the time, if I'm using a Mountain House meal, I use either my GSI Infinity mug, and I keep, if my food is in a plastic bag, it is just inside the cup, so it's easier for me to carry and hold on to and not burn my hands. That's just personal. That's just the way I like to do it. This pot is great. Honestly, the only negative I'd say about the pot is I wish it was a little bit bigger. Being it's only able to handle 16 ounces, it handles exactly 16 ounces. Now, the negative I'll say about this cook set is this lid. Now, the lid has been modified. You can see I ground out some of this because when it was on here before, when you put it on and you pour, it almost all comes out of the strain top. I'm not straining pasta or anything like that. So if you were planning on this only being your strain holes, there should be at least 2 more on each side to make this very easy to pour. Because right now it's not. So I had to grind off all this plastic and ground out the lip, and now it works great. I have seen lots of people complain about this lid, how hard it is to get in and out. And when it's hot, it can be. So when I'm boiling water, like so, I just put mine upside down like so. And it works great. Easy to grab like this, not hot to touch, anything like that. And it's not designed to stay that way, but it almost feels like there's a lip there. But there's not. It's perfectly flat, as you see. But it fits perfect on there. I mean, nowhere, it's not going anywhere. It's easy to use. I really like this. Guys, this set has been nothing but impressive. For $25, I don't think you're going to find a better set. I mean, there are sets out there made of titanium and other products that are a lot lighter. Yes, but at just over 9 ounces for a cook set like this for 25 bucks, this is a home run. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us. We're going to finish off this video. I'm going to pour ourselves a couple of cups of coffee. In our last camping trip, we came across this stuff called Waka Coffee. This is what we're going to be using today. Waka is a great option if you're doing any type of backpacking or just like instant coffee in your life in general. We really enjoy this stove. So if you guys are like us and you enjoy it, or if you end up picking one up, make sure you comment down below and tell me if you think your $25 was well spent. I think mine was a home run. Guys, make sure you go over and you check us out on social media. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. And guys, have a great week. Make sure you spend some time outdoors. Spend it with your friends, spend it with your family. And one thing above all, make sure you get out there, you enjoy yourself, you enjoy nature. Be prepared, stay safe. God bless, guys. We hope to see you soon.